Today I'm going to be walking you through lesson 1.2, Sportsmanship Message. Before we get started on this assignment, what I'd like for you to do is in a new tab, open up your drive. And what we're going to do is we're going to click and drag that tab down and resize. If you notice on the right-hand side, nothing is moving. All of my movement is coming from the left. That makes sure that I'm not hiding any parts of my window off screen. Okay, so again, I'm going to resize about halfway and then resize this assignment page about halfway as well. Now in the new format for Google, you may have a window open on the right-hand side. We don't need that window open, so you should be able to X out of it. If you're not sure how to X out of that window that may have like a picture of a folder or something like that, if you're not sure how to X out of that window, raise your hand and I'll be happy to help you. But what I would like you to do right now is pause the tutorial and open up a new tab with your drive and split your screen the way that you see mine here. So go ahead and pause and do that for me now. Alrighty, so what I'm going to be showing you how to do today is I'm going to be showing you how to open up a document, type a paragraph, share it, although you're not, I repeat, you are not actually going to share it. I'm just going to show you how to do that. You're going to share it with me and then submit it onto Canvas. So again, we're working on Google Apps and how to use them appropriately because it's going to give us a set of skills that not only help us with our academics and help us be successful in school, but they're also great for our future in a technology-driven world, okay? So again, you're going to be typing a paragraph and sharing that paragraph with me. All right. So we can see that underneath here, we have a sort of a little narrative to get us into what we're going to be doing and a list of the new skills that we're going to be learning. And underneath that, we have our text to copy in our Google document. So I'm going to walk you through all of that now. On your drive, can you double click your 2023 Intro to Computers folder and then double click your My Docs folder. You know that you're in the right spot because you have My Drive, 2023 Intro to Computers, and then My Docs, okay? And we have our document from the last assignment here, okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a new document. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the plus sign and New Docs. And before I do anything, I need to change it from untitled to the title that I tell you to give it in the assignment. So I don't see where it's listed, so I'll add it. What we're going to do is up at the top here where it says untitled document, I'm going to click and I'm going to type L1.2 for lesson 1.2, Sportsmanship Message, and then hit return or enter on my keyboard. Okay. Now, if you have some kind of window open here on the right-hand side, just dismiss it. We don't need that open. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to type this document that we see here. Now, before we start typing, what I want you to know with a document where you are copying text, I'm not going to hit the return button to start a new line after the word Jackson. I'm just going to keep typing, and what will happen is Google Docs will take me to the new line when it needs to happen. So I'm just going to type. I'm just going to keep typing. I'm going to make sure I have the correct punctuation, all of that. And then Google will do the rest for me. So as you can see, my line continues on. And now it goes to a new line on its own when the first line fills up. Now we're not going to change the font. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to keep typing exactly what we see here where it says talk text to copy in our Google Doc. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. You pause as well and continue typing, and then we'll pick it up when we're done. Okay, now that I have finished typing the document exactly how I see it on the assignment page, but again, remember you should continue all the way to the end of the line, and when the line is full, Google will take it to the next line for you. You don't have to worry about that. The only time that we go down to the next line is when we're starting a new paragraph. This is only a one paragraph text that we need to copy, so we don't need to worry about that this time. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to share it, but not really. Instead, we're going to take a screenshot of what we share and add it into the document so that I can see you know how to complete this task. And again, you're not actually sharing it with me. We're just going to make those steps so that if we do have a time where you have to share something with me, I can be confident that you know how to do that. So we're going to go to the share button in the top right hand corner, and where it says add people in groups, you can see that my name is right here. We're going to go ahead and type in my last name, Norris. Okay, and if it doesn't pop up right away, you can also do the letter M like Mary, N like Nancy, ORRIS at lbschools.net. And again, you're not actually sharing this with me. You're just showing me that you know how to share it. So we're going to pretend as if you were going to make me the editor of this assignment, so I could edit this document if I need to. And then you're going to add the message, please proofread, PROOFREAD. Please proofread before I send to Mr. Perlman. And Mr. Perlman's name is up here in the overview, right here, Mr. Perlman. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pretend like you are sharing this with me, but you are not actually going to share it. Okay, instead what you're going to do is on your keyboard hold down the shift, the command, and the number 4 button, and we're going to take a screenshot from the top of the paragraph down to the bottom of our sharing window, so just like this. And when I let go, it'll appear down at the bottom, and I should be able to click and drag it and just add it to my document. It didn't do it. It opened up in a new window. That's okay. I'll show you how to add it in. So again, shift, command, and the number 4, and then click and drag, let go. Just go ahead and let it disappear. Once it disappears, we're going to go ahead and hit cancel. So I'm going to hit cancel and then done. So it's not actually sharing with me, I know, because it's still got a lock. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to click and drag that picture onto my document. See how it split my sentence? I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to delete it by clicking on it and deleting it. I'm going to go to the end of my sentence, and I'm going to hit the return button 2 times and then do it again. Okay, and now my picture is here under my paragraph. I don't need this picture anymore, so I'm going to put it in the trash can. And then I'm going to empty my trash. Okay, we always want to make sure that we're keeping a clean desktop. Looking at some of you right now, you might want to stop this tutorial and put your pictures into your trash can that you don't need anymore. You also can put them into their folder. If you have some for coding, you can put them into your coding folder as well. So I'm going to go back, sorry. Okay, so your pretend shared it with me. You shouldn't have actually shared it. I just want to know that you know how to do that if I need you to do that in the future. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it's saved. It looks like it's saved. We're going to X out of this tab. Okay. So now I'm back into my docs folder. I don't need to move it at all because it's right where I need it to be for this assignment. But if I did need to move it, I can right click and I can organize it by moving it into a different folder if I need to do that. Okay. But right now what I want to do is I want to open it back up. Okay. And I want to go to File. I'm going to go to Download. And I'm going to download this as a PDF. Okay. And it should be saved right here on my desktop. If it's not saved on my desktop, then that's something that needs to get fixed. So you'll need to raise your hand so I can help you with that. If it's not on your desktop, that means that you don't have that setting made yet. So we need to change that. So now I'm ready to submit this. So I'm going to go over to the assignment page. And I need to submit this assignment. So here's my little rocket ship. I'm going to click and drag. I'm going to submit. And now I no longer need this, so I'm going to click and drag it into my trash can and empty my trash. Okay, so please make sure before you continue on to the next assignment that you have a clear desktop. Everything that's on your desktop that you no longer need, which is any screenshots or anything like that, please put them in the trash and then make sure that you empty your trash. Again, keeping a clean desktop helps our computer work smoothly. If there's too many files on our desktop, then our computer takes longer to load when we log into it. So you want to make sure that it's clear. Okay, so again, you should have your assignment in your My Docs folder. If it's not there, you can right click, organize, and move it into the folder where it belongs. So right now mine's in the right spot, but if it wasn't, I would want to make sure that I put it in the right spot by putting it into the My Docs folder. Okay, once this is done, you are ready to continue on to the next assignment, and I'll see you next time for lesson 2.1.